Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering. We're going yet again with the Wither. I've just been having so much fun playing Nest of Scarabs, really. Nest of Scarabs have just been such a fun card to play through. And it can get really out of hand. But we got another build here. With Quillspike. And we'll go over this here in a minute. So mana base, pretty typical stuff. We're up to 22 lands. I think is what we did with the Yawgmoth build. But we're up to 22 lands. In main board, we have 2 Fatal Pushes. Just seem better than some of our put -1/-1 counter cards. There is a good good argument for Grim Affliction, but I just think, you know, kind of what we're doing and stuff in this deck, I think that's just going to be the better option. Although Fume Spitter probably wouldn't be that bad of a choice here either. But we got a little bit of different critters to try out. A little bit more aggression, I would say. I feel like I got milk in my beard. Not to be gross. Breakfast. But we got Channeler Initiate, which is a 2-drop critter, 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature control. Remove a counter from Channeler Initiate. Add 1 mana of any color. So, kind of works like Devoted Druid, but a little bit different. Devoted Druid was awesome last time, so Devoted Druid is here again as mana ramp. These two are just kind of mana ramp. Hapatra, we all at this point should know what she's doing. Ammit Eternal is a 3-drop 5/5 zombie crocodile demon that has Afflict 3, which I don't exactly remember what the Afflict is. Let me look up. Let me look up this. Actually, read what Afflict is. Whenever a creature with this ability becomes blocked, the defending player loses life equal to its Afflict value. Okay, so if they block it, they lose 3 life. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, it puts a -1/-1 counter on Ammit Eternal, and whenever it deals combat damage to the player, you remove all counters. So they play cards against this guy. You get -1/-1 counters on him, which triggers Nest of Scarabs and Hapatra very nicely. Same thing with Channeler Initiate. Activates these guys very nicely. Then we have Quillspike. With a black or a green mana, remove a -1/-1 counter from a creature you control. It gets +3/+3 to end a turn. So we're putting counters on a bunch of stuff, especially with Yawgmoth still being in the deck. So we could remove our counters, because once you place the counter, Hapatra and Nest of Scarabs works. You're done. So Quillspike can get very big very quickly. This is not a once per turn thing. This is as much mana as you have available. So could be a huge critter to attack in with. It's also noted that it gets +3/+3, so we could save our Quillspike from Unholy Heat pretty easily. You know, Channeler Initiate comes in with 3 -1/-1 counters. Ammit Eternal comes in with counters. We have Yawgmoth, we can put counters on stuff. Quillspike can grow pretty big, hopefully. That's the idea. We have the Obelisk Spider, we have Yawgmoth, then we have this little critter. Right. My dog wanting attention. We have Noxious Hatchling. They 4-drop. When it enters battlefield, it enters battlefield with -4 with 4 -1/-1 counters on it. It also has Wither, so we are playing a creature with Wither in this deck. And whenever you cast a black spell, or whenever you cast a green spell, remove a -1/-1 counter. So it could potentially make 4 or 8 tokens with just playing this one card. It's also a great target for Quillspike to eat. It can be a big critter on its own. So I really like the idea of at least trying this card out and seeing what it's like. He keeps slamming his toy down on the ground. And then we have the 2 Black Sun Zeniths. Black Sun Zenith is a great removal card, and I can't figure out if 2 or 3 is the right number. I don't think you want 4, because it does go back into the library. So I think you want probably 2 or 3. Sideboard, we have 3 Thoughtseize, 2 Break the Ice, destroy target land that snow or that could produce snow or could produce colorless mana, and then you can overload it. So could be really good against Tron. Not Amulet Titan. Tron, Eldrazi Tron, stuff like that. Destroys Urza Sagas pretty nicely. Then we got 2 Veil of Summer, 2 Wither the Storm, 3 Abrupt Decays. And then I went up a Spellbomb. I didn't have a 3rd Relic. And I went up a Spellbomb because I just didn't have the 3rd Relic. But I would go 3 Relics. Or 3 Spellbombs. Or 3 Spears. Not Spears. What is it? The Life Staff or whatever. The Soul Guide Lantern. Soul Guide Lantern. Probably the 3 Soul Guide Lanterns would probably be better. But I definitely think we want some more Graveyard Hate in the sideboard. Oh, and then the only other thing I changed in the lands is we brought in one single copy of Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, that just turn everything on, quit taking damage from peatlands, allows us tap Grasping Dunes for a swamp, and because we have a couple cards with double swamp, I definitely think we want something that activates everything as swamps. So let's jump into some games. Let's see if we can get some games in. Where is it at? There it is. High tier decks only, please. Well, that's not me. So let's play some Quillspike. This isn't an awful hand. We do have the mana for everything. I'm going to keep it. We on the play? Yeah. There's not a lot of turn 1 plays in this deck, though. I'd really love to see Devoted Druid or Channeler Initiate or something. But right now our line is going to be Hapatra and Ammit Eternal and Mid Eternal. To start dumping them onto the field. Possibly. Can't do anything, so I don't know what our opponent's going to be doing here. Bloodless Shrine untapped. Thoughtseize? No, Ether Vial. Ether Vial? D&T deck? I think I'm just going to fetch up our basic forest here. One of them. Come on, Hapatra. Don't die this next turn. If it can live with Ammit Eternal onto the field, then hopefully we'll be okay. Mardu? Thoughtseize. Well, we're going to lose an Ammit Eternal, but our Hapatra seems to live this turn, which feels good. That feels better. That was a really good draw to Fate of Thoughtseize. I think I'm going to use her ability because we're gonna expand the board, and I like that idea a lot. This is when they play something where all creatures get -1, -1. Can't do anything this turn, so we'll just yield. Prismatic Ending away Hapatra. We draw ourselves a Quillspike. Play the other Ammit Eternal. I mean, they already know we have it in hand, so let's just play it. I guess they could flash something in with Ether Vial, couldn't they, here? I forgot Ether Vial was on the field, and they're going to. Oh, it's like an Aristocrat deck, then. Okay. Interesting. Silver Smooth. Oh, this is that Smallpox build or something, I think. That, I was watching Aspiring Spike play a little bit of. Let's make 1,000,000 tokens. Yeah, okay. Yes, please. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't like sending the 1 token in. I'd rather send in the Death Toucher. Quit vialing in stuff. Another Smoot. Sure. I get to remove all counters from Ammit Eternal. My guess is they leave it on 3. We can kill off one of their Smoots next turn with Grasping Dunes. Ooh, Blood Artist. No, we got to kill Blood Artist next turn. All right. We'll drop down Quillspike here. And I'm probably going to shock in this Overgrown Tomb. Honestly. Probably not. Oh, Noxious Hatchling is going to actually grow quite a bit off of Quillspike because it's both a green and black. Dang. They are 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we attack with everything, they're going to be in a bad shape. Let's just attack with everything. We're in pretty good shape health-wise. They have 2 cards in hand. They can vial in something. Sure. Click 3. We just win. Sweet. All right, well. Gotta love it. Bring in the Abrupt Decays. There is a good argument for relics if they're on the plan that I think they're on, but I don't know for sure if they're on that plan. So, with that being said, I think Abrupt Decay is going to be our best bet. Veil of Summer is debatable. I guess the question is like, what are we cutting first? Let's see what we're cutting out first. We're going to bring in the 3 Abrupt Decays. Abrupt Decay is going to kill almost everything they're doing. This is our removal package. I think I'm going to leave Veil of Summer out. Let's go down a Hapatra seems kind of brittle here. Go down in Hapatra. Oh, Ammit Eternal was a beast. Oh, went to sit down, like freaked out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we take out of here. This is going to be a hard one to like sideboard for. Because most of what we got's like bigger than what they're doing. You know what I mean? Let's go down a Quillspike. And let's go down a one Hatchling. Just try it like that. I don't know if that's the right move there. That's what I'm going to do. Double Nest of Scarabs and Devoted Druid. I'm gonna keep this. I mean, we have double nests, so we're not super susceptible to Grasping Moon. Bad. Bloodghast. Okay. So they are kind of some kind of aristocrat-y deck. Yes, I realize my voice cracked there really bad. We can untap a Devoted Druid. I'll feel really happy about our lives. Let us untap a Devoted Druid. Come on, let us do it. You're not gonna let us, are you? I got Prismatic Ending. So fun. No attacks with Bloodghast. Click through his tap step. Attack step. Fine with that. Oh, let's cram down Nest of Scarabs. Number 1. I do want to kill this Vial, I think. I don't know. I mean, they're going to Vial in what? Just dinky stuff? We might want to kill it. I don't know yet. We kill Bloodghast pretty easily, though. But we'd go down a land for a creature they can responding. I'd rather wait for like a ghoul or something. Prismatic Ending on 3. Oh, nope. He screwed that up. Nice. Okay. Our opponent misplayed there. Worked out for us. Do I want to go Nest number 2, or do I want to Abrupt Decay the Vial? I like just nesting number 2 here. We can skate through a little bit of damage. We definitely want to start getting stuff down. We're probably going to Vial. I mean, we're probably going to Abrupt Decay the Vial, though. Now they have their Prismatic Ending. The triple Prismatic Ending hand. We get Hapatra. Interesting. So we could Hapatra make a bunch of tokens here and Abrupt Decay. No. No, we can't. We can Hapatra. Gonna Hapatra. Cleopatra. Let's make a bunch of tokens. We can Abrupt Decay the Violator. I'd rather try to get a bit of blocker board presence here. A Violin. Something on 2. Another Bloodghast. Sure. We can just keep trading Bloodghasts left and right. They have 1 card and 2 cards in hand. Play something here. Gehenny, what is this? Interesting. Huh. Yawgmoth off the top would be nice. Because we would just kill Gehenny next turn. You get all the Bloodghasts in the world. You're gonna allow this attack to go through. They're empty-handed. We can attack them next turn with Hapatra, putting a -1/-1 counter, making a buttload of critters. And then also just Abrupt Decay. Away the Ether Vial. Mike, do we Abrupt Decay the Ether Vial, though? Because if we Abrupt Decay the Ether Vial... I don't even know if we play Quillspike here. Let's just draw with Peatland, see what we get. Interesting. Let's make 1,000,000 tokens. We're going to make 6 tokens for 1 creature. Do I want to put... I don't think I want to put him on her. Put him on our 1 little insect token. Make 1,000,000 tokens. Yeah, Hapatra gets a little... I mean, Gehenny gets a little bigger. Whatever. Okay. Why did that not make more? 1 or more. Okay. So Hapatra doesn't explode quite like Nest of Scarabs does. Worth noting. That is worth noting for future reference here. Vial can go up. So it's like... They're in top deck mode. They get a Blood Artist. It's good top deck, though. Fortunately. Yep. Well, we're going to Abrupt Decay the Blood Artist here. Yeah, so we're going to take 3 from the Blood Artist here, go down to 3. We need some kind of good top deck here. To get back their Bloodghast. Sure. Can drain us to 1. And then we can't kill Bloodghast. Or, I mean, we can't kill... Alright, you got us. They got us there. I think we just run it back. Double Ammit Eternal, Nest of Scarabs. We have Fatal Push. We don't have the third land, though, but we have 2 draws to draw a third land. Just gotta hope we draw a third land here. Thoughtseize us. No, Vizier is here. Interesting. Oh, there's the third land. I don't like the idea of them getting to sack creatures to scry. I mean, he can sack Viscera Seer in return. Response. Which he did. Good sequencing. They keep a card on top of their library. Interesting. Terrifying, but interesting. The only problem is we're going to take a lot of damage from these peatlands. I think maybe we're playing too many peatlands. I don't know. They have a Mutavault. Throw down Nest. Next turn we'll throw down the Spider. Bloodstained Mire can get their Triome. Oh, they get another Godless Shrine. Chalk it in. Yahenni. Yeah, this card's been annoying. Who would have thunk it? Oh. Oh, there's the Celebrant. The one good thing is if we keep the Spider, we can keep keep gaining life off of it. Fatal Push. I don't like getting rid of our land here. I'm Fatal Push or Hatchling. I'm leaning toward Hatchling. We're going to gain a bunch of life from it. And a bunch of Spooters. And we could start growing it too. Feels good. Okay, so Spider reads the same way as Hapatra does, which is good to know. I thought we'd gain a bunch of life there, but I guess it's 1 or more. Which is why I think it works well with Black Sun Zenith, because Black Sun Zenith, I think, stacks as like 1. Blood Artist needs to go. We need a Fatal Push Blood Artist pretty bad. Would love a just a basic land, actually. Second Nest, though. I don't know if I want a second Nest. Sure. think I'm just going to pass here. Let's play the Ammit Eternal. These peatlands are killing us here. I mean, they really are. The only thing that's nice is now, no matter what they play, we're going to gain a life off of it. Which is kind of my reasoning for playing Ammit Eternal there. Double back. Black plays a Bloodghast. Sure. Plus Ammit Eternal makes for a good attacker. There's that too. There's the Ether Vial. So we've gained our life back we lost last turn. We've also made a bunch of tokens. We need an Abrupt Decay this turn. No, we can't use Abrupt Decay. Black Sun Zenith? Black Sun Zenith would be an awesome top deck. Catacombs. Catacombs is nice. Because I can... play another Eternal. Let's start being aggressive here. No point of giving you Henny +1/+1s. Sure. We have the potential to start gaining 2 life, though. Because of Wither! Noxious Hatchling has Wither! Yes! I forgot it does! Holy smokes, we're getting a bunch of stuff here. Oh! I totally forgot it has Wither! Yes! Oh, Noxious Hatchling's awesome. That is such a good card. Oh, you gotta love it. You really gotta love it. Yes. Oh. Their deck was good. I like those aristocrat kind of decks. Oh, Noxious Hatchling. Oh, gotta love it. Super good. Ammit Eternal being really good too. Yeah, I hear you, puppy. This is a keep. Hell yeah. We are on the play. Let's go. What'd they reveal? Yorion. Interesting. Crashing Footfalls. Okay. It's the Rhino deck. I do believe those Rhinos have Trample. So that's worth noting. Can I? Yeah. Okay, I think we need to go down Peatlands, in all honesty. I really do. We have enough lands, though, to cast Yawgmoth, which is going to be nice. I had to walk away from my phone for literally 30 seconds. Who won that one? I did, in a very hilarious way. Subtlety, what's this? I didn't know that was a thing. Rude. Put on top. That was just rude of them. So they had the creature that if you sack another creature, it gains indestructible. Noxious Hatchling was a 5/5 that has Wither. So I killed their indestructible creature. I got 5 tokens off of it and gained a life and burned them a life for it. It's hilarious. I want to highlight that one. Because I honestly thought they had a good block. Like, that was a good block for them. And I actually had even forgotten my own critter. Yeah, it also doesn't have turn on the clock. Let's surprise him a bit. Ammit Eternal. I forgot it had Wither too, but yeah, Wither's in its text. Right there. Wither. Noxious Hatchling. Super good. I'll text Adam, see if he's watching. Yeah, I need to tell Adam. It's like, dude, if you don't have Noxious Hatchlings, you should get them. I'm running 3 of in this build, and they've I want to make sure the right stream decker pops up. Okay. They that first match, they were bomb cards. They were big time cards. Both times I played them, they were like game turning cards. Our friend the Rhinos has come down. They do have trample. I don't. Ew. Gross. Fury. Probably bring in Veil of Summers. I'm probably gonna play a Hapatra next turn again. I don't like playing Yawgmoth here. I mean, that's basically what they're going to do. They're just going to time walk us every turn until their Crashing Footfalls comes down. Hey, what's up, Sura? Sura? How do you say your name? I want to make sure I say stuff right. I'd hate to mispronounce people's names, but I don't read too well. Yeah, I think it's our opponent's plan is to just be annoying until their 4/4 Elephants come down. Be next turn. What do I do next turn? How's your day going? Guro's right? Cool. Am I saying that right? Guro? They did not use Teferi. Interesting. Catacombs. Okay, cool. Attack Teferi. My reasoning is they're gonna do something anyway, ain't they? Island Outburst. They're gonna have a million rhinos next turn. I mean, if I want to trade rhinos, I'm kind of okay with this. We don't even trade rhinos because I guess Violent Outburst is another spell. They take 3 damage though. They might just let the fairy die, honestly. Sure. All right, well that sucked. Go grab a in all honesty, I just don't think we're in a good spot here. We really got to start getting critters down. Nice thing is we do get to make a Death Toucher here. We are in a bad spot. I think they might just be the better token deck. You know, the big old crashing rhinosaurs. Pretty good. I don't know, though, if I honestly would like playing this deck. When it comes to the cascading, I really like... I like the Bloodbraid Elf, Shardless Agent, General Rourke decks. And I like Living End. I'm not too crazy on the Rhinos deck. It's because they kind of play like... The way the deck plays is kind of just like silence your... Is to kind of just like... kind of just like shut your deck up while they're doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like one of those things. Now we're going to take 6 damage here, but we're going to get to kill 2 of them. Get to kill 2 of them. We'll Fatal Push 1 of them away. Next turn. The Fury. Yeah, this deck seems really strong. And they have a Shardless Agent. All right. Let's just go to game 2. We're not going to beat more rhinos. Hmm. What do I want against them? Veil of Summer is probably not going to do as much work here as I thought. Yeah, boring rhinos. It is kind of boring to play against. Like, you're just like, okay, whatever. Thoughtseize is probably good. We could maybe take rhinos from them or cascading cards from them. And probably Abrupt Decay. Ammit Eternal seems actually pretty weak in this matchup. I don't know. Ammit's going to trigger a lot of stuff, though. But yeah, Ammit Eternal is probably too weak because they're going to be casting multiple things. It doesn't block rhinos very well. Quillspike actually doesn't seem that great in this matchup either. Let's take the Quillspikes out because I think they're going to have like pretty mana efficient removal spells. I think is going to take care of Quillspike. Let's do that and let's go down. Hapatra seems good just for getting the Death Touch snakes. Nest of Scarabs probably isn't. Like, I just don't think we have a lot of good against them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of our decks probably not that good against them. You have to cast Ammit after rhinos. Yeah, exactly. I would have to cast it afterwards, and it would still be too late, probably. I just feel like, though, like, we're going to sideboard stuff out. Ooh, this is bad. the hand. Bottom one of the Grasping Dunes. I'm not gonna shock ourselves. I'm gonna Thoughtseize ourselves. So I'm somewhat shocking ourselves. Omnath, Fairy, and what is this thing? Cascader. Take the Cascader. Yeah, I think Ammit Eternals. This is not the good matchup for him. I really don't think this is a good matchup for our deck. Because our deck kind of thrives off of creating a bunch of 1/1s to block with, and if cards have trample, that's not good. That's real not good. Play the Flooded Strand. Another Thoughtseize. I mean, if we Thoughtseize him, we don't really take much this turn. So I'd rather just cram this Channeler Initiate. Get us some mana ramp here. Kind of sucks we don't get to value her with Nest of Scarabs or Hapatra, but I mean, it is what it is. We are going to get to use her as a mana dork, possibly. I think, though, we probably next turn Thoughtseize away the Omnath. The Omnath is a real bad card for us, too. Deck's got a lot going on in it. Rhinos, Omnath, Fairies. Fairy could be annoying, too, though. Oh, there goes the Footfalls. What do we get for top deck here? Another land. All right, let's take. Oh my god, they have another Footfalls. They drew Footfalls back to back then, or is that? No, yeah, they drew another Footfalls. They drew 2 Footfalls back to back there. Wow. I don't know what we take here. I still feel like we take Omnath. I think Omnath is. Dang. My friends, I don't think we're in a good spot. Oh my god. Our opponent literally had the nuts. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning toward too. Probably just Omnath. I'm probably going to cycle this one Peatland here. We'll fetch Verdant Catacombs tapped. Cycle the Peatland. Here comes the Fairy. I literally feel like we can't do anything against this deck. Deck seems absurd. Plus, that was a crazy draw, right? We're playing an 80 card deck, and they top decked Crushing Footfalls 2 turns in a row. You know what I mean? All right, grab Overgrown Tomb. Cycle the Peatland here. Just get another land. Devoted Druid. Patre. I already played land for turn, didn't I? They can just bounce a Patra. I know seems to have some unwinnable and unlosable matchups. Shows how diverse the deck is. Has to be, I guess. Yeah. This it seems pretty unwinnable for us. Seems unbeatable. I do. I feel like this might be the worst. The worst. Out of the decks I played playing these Wither decks past couple times, this has been unreasonably brutal. This Footfall deck seems rough. Another Channel Initiator. So I can tap. Hapatra? I'm actually gonna put him on her, I think. So we have more mana. I'm going to. Gonna attack Theory here. Drop him down to size a little bit. I mean, I feel like looking at the board, it's like, yeah, my deck's doing some things. Like, we're doing decent. But it's like, once these rhinos start coming down, it doesn't matter. And we do got Death Touchers. And they just get another Omnath anyway. How do they have such good draws with 80 cards in their deck? They just draw all the good stuff. Enters battlefield, draw a card. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn, if it's the second time it's resolved this turn, add 4. If it's the third time, it deals 4 damage. That seems good. Love to top deck Black Sun Zenith, really? Probably. I don't even know if that's not even going to win us anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what we get that could turn this game around for us. Definitely not a swamp. Makes more Death Touchers, I guess. Could Grist? Yes. Okay. So I actually forgot to mention that earlier today. When I started this. So I was looking at cards and stuff, and I do think Grist would probably be a pretty good inclusion into the deck. If not this version of the deck, I have a Scorpion God version of the deck that I think it would probably be really good in. But yeah, Grist would probably be really good in this deck. You're probably absolutely right on that one. We're going to die just from Omnath. Or no, yeah, we're going to die from it because they're just going to gain a bunch of life. What did they bounce? One of the snake tokens? What they did? Yeah, Grist would be amazing in this deck. You're 100% right. Oh my god, and they just get to cast more rhinos. We're about dead here. Like, really about dead. Yeah, I don't think we have anything that's going to do very well. Black Sun Zenith fully loaded. Probably be the only thing. We just draw another Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, this deck feels absurd. Yep. Take 1,000,000. Cleaned up a lot of their rhinos. We go to like what, like 2? We get to save one of our initiates here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Grist though to try out in this deck for real. We cleaned up 4 rhinos. Can we say that about this deck? Like, this deck was strong enough to clean up 4 rhinos. Get a Peatland. Not good. Can we get something good here? Something real good? Abrupt Decay. It can't be countered. Let's kill their Teferi. There's a good argument for it can't be countered. If they just have another Cascade, I'm just gonna dupe. Because can't be countered. Okay. Don't know what that was all about. Well, we got rid of one of their force negations, which is nice. Here comes Rhinos number 3. They are running out of Rhinos, which is nice to say. We got to keep top decking good stuff though. We have exactly enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have exactly enough mana that if we top deck this turn, Black Sun Zenith, we could turn the game around. We have to top deck Black Sun Zenith this turn. We have exactly enough mana to kill all the Rhinos and Omnath this turn. They attack with Omnath, we're letting it go through. Because what else are we going to do, right? Oh, it's Exalted. You suck. We have to block it. Curious to see what they pick to kill here. They kill the Hapatra. Black Sun. Alright, well. GG. That was not a fun deck to play against. Not even remotely. I don't understand how they had the nutso draw like both games with 80 cards in their deck, but I guess if you just play the most expensive cards in Magic, you're bound to get there. I'm gonna see if I can find that deck real quick on Goldfish. Decks, popular, modern. So this one? There's another Yorion deck that's over $1,000. 5-color Omnath crashing. So here's the Footfall deck. Cost $1,300. That's absurd. Solitudes. Wow, I didn't know Solitude was that much. Furies, Omnath. I mean, yeah, they're just playing all the expensive cards in Magic. Hope it's good. Like looking at their deck, it's like, man, they had like all the good stuff every game. They were playing something different than Fire and Ice or Fury. They were substituting one of the two. We never saw Solitude either. We saw Subtlety instead. Our opponent not here? Get disconnected? I'll just ask him. Yeah, Grist would be good. I don't know what we'd trim out of here, but I think it'd be good in this Scorpion God deck that I'm going to try out next week. We're bringing back the Necro Skitter. Hey, Shura, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Get to bump this up now. 95. I wish it was 900. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got this Scorpion deck I'm going to try out next week that I think could be interesting. But yeah, we got Scorpion God deck I think would be cool. Yeah, Grist could probably go in here somewhere. I don't know how much Grist is. I would have to look to see how much Grist is at first before I decide anything. All right, let's just... Your opponent had disconnected. All right. What I kind of figured happened here. Play Popple Seed. Oh, that is a hand. That is a hand I really want to keep. They're on the... Don't have a... I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be greedy. May get ultra punished for this hand, but we have 2 more turns to draw a green source. Let's draw a Catacombs or an Overgrown Tomb. And then let's draw a second one of those things. See what our opponent's up to here. Nothing. Oh. Never mind. Another white-black deck. Oh, please don't be another one of these Aristocrat decks. Chalice of the Void on 1. Barely affects us. Sure. Come on, green source. Not good. We might get punished for this. Some kind of Mardu deck? Yep. We're going to get punished for this. Damn it. Well, we're going to dump one of these Nest of Scarabs. We're gonna play this out because I'm curious to what our opponent's doing. They're playing like artifact lands, you know? Kind of Mardu deck. Artifact lands? I don't know. And Nahiri. Okay, so we know what they're up to then. Probably Ember Cooling. Let's just go to game 2. We got punished. Who would have thunk it? If they're doing Nahiri stuff, I like Thoughtseize here. Let's go down. Go down a Quillspike. Go down a Hapatra. Let's go down a probably a, you know what, Black Sun Zenith's probably not going to be good here. Go down both of them and go up a bring back in an Apatra. Probably like that. More than likely they're Ember Cooling. Something along those lines. I would like to go first. I'm gonna keep it. Hope we don't get punished on our lands again this turn, this game. Oh, we're going to, aren't we? Can you not do this deck, please? They're a land destruction deck? How rude. So that's what they're a land destruction deck. They're a land destruction deck. Okay. They're a land destruction deck, and we are not drawing lands. So okay, well, you know, when you get mana screwed against a land destruction deck, you can't win, so I'll count that one up as just come on. Why is it these same 2 lands every time? We're on the draw. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, good. The Moto Premium kicked in. Although I don't know how well we're going to do against this deck. Probably not very well. Probably not very well. I've not come across Titan in quite a while. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think we have a whole lot to bring in against this deck. But they have 4 mana on turn 2. Titan I've never liked as a deck. I still don't like it. Yep. And then they get to bounce Saga. What? That's broken. Never seen this interaction before. Yeah, seems good. Seemed real good. Probably play the Initiate next turn. Try to build for this Black Sun Zenith. Had haste. Two, three, four. We could do X3 next turn. Black Sun Zenith. Doesn't kill the Dryad. This is absurd. They're just gonna make a million tokens. Wow, they can just rinse and repeat this saga. They didn't. Weird. A million times over. We have... Oh, friends, I don't think we have much of anything against this deck. I don't think we have much of anything versus this deck. They just get Valakut here and we die. Burn 4 kill. We get Boros, Garrison, and... No, they have the kill. Alright. Queen Slayer, Stronghold, and the Garrison, they have the kill. Break the Ice doesn't do much here. I guess Thoughtseize is our only... Thoughtseize and bring in Abrupt Decay. Go down the Black Sun Zeniths. Go down... Quillspike could honestly, weirdly enough, race them, which would be kind of funny. We've not drawn Quillspike very much. Fatal Push doesn't seem very good here. I'd rather have Abrupt Decay. Let's go down a Initiate, and let's go down a... Probably an Eternal. Eternal's probably just going to be too slow. I think everything we got is just going to be too slow, though. Our deck is really suited against, like, the more fair decks, not the degenerate stuff going on with this. This is a good hand. I'm going to keep it. Now it's a 6. It went to 6. Hopefully they have a pretty weak hand to Thoughtseize. Prime Time and Azora. Azusa, I mean. Gotta be Azusa, right? Can't let them play it your turn. Probably tap decked Amulet here. No, they're gonna stick out Urza's to race for Amulet. You don't have to race my deck. My deck's not a quick deck. Ooh, Hapatra. I like playing Hapatra here. And then Quillspike next turn, and then Initiate. Decay seems pretty good. Yeah, I thought Decay would be pretty decent against like Titan, and it kills most of their little like rampy creatures. Peatlands. Let's grab another swamp. Quillspike. Quillspike might be really good here. It might be the clock we need. Attack with Hapatra. Put a counter on Hapatra. Get ourselves a Death Touch Snake. We can eat the counter off of it with Quillspike. Next turn, play the Initiate and then Quillspike a bunch. Or we could play the Spider and then Initiate. I don't know. Next turn, we could hit them, though, for 1. We'll have 4 lands. We can hit them for 7 next turn. Abrupt Decay would be nice here. Nest of Scarabs. We could Nest here. But I feel like Nest might be too slow here. I'm just trying to think of what's going to be like the super speed move here. I think we can just clock in more damage if we drop Channeler here. Do that. Hey, Stream Fund. Thank you for the follow, Stream Fund. Like Stream Fund, AG. Dang. Keep putting the counters on Channeler Initiate. We have the kill next turn. They got to have something. Oh, we're going to get a game against 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 mana this turn. We're going to get a game against Titan. If we can edge a game against Titan, that alone should show somewhat of the power of this deck. Also, I need to change my follower goal. Quillspike, wow. So Quillspike's not come up that much so far playing these games. But my goodness, was that powerful there. Quillspike crushed that game. Holy smokes. Alright. Hope they have a bad hand. I definitely think the turn 1 Thoughtseize taking the Azula really helped too. But, man. This hand's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. I'm gonna keep it. We'll fetch up Catacombs for a forest. They have Abrupt Decay for their, We have Abrupt Decay if they want to play something. Draw Peatland. We're good on lands. I'm not gonna play like any Blood Moon effects, so let's just fetch for a Overgrown Tomb here with Catacombs. Darkness of the Arbor. Alright, we need to Abrupt Decay that thing. The problem is they're already up to 4 mana. But I do think we need... Just being cheeky with us, ain't he? Or they. They're just being cheeky with us, ain't they? Get an Overgrown Tomb. Thin our deck out, please. Grab Swamp. Abrupt Decay that thing now. Probably play the Eternal next turn. I doubt we're going to get anything worthwhile here. Just make all the mana in the world. Yeah, that's pretty good. They have the Amulet too. You gonna go fetch? Oh, he's got the coding. So he's just gonna start sniping our lands out of the game. Maybe not. I want to steal something from him. Like, let's take away his annoyance. Good little combo there. Goes to fetch something here. Shouldn't have dismissed all. He got a Walking Ballista. No. Cool art though. I like the art on that Walking Ballista. Sweet looking. Like a Transformer. Speaking of Transformers, do any of you remember Beast Wars? That was kind of like Transformers. Was it an offset of Transformers? I don't remember now. But I found a couple of Beast Wars movies on VHS at a bookstore the other day. I had to buy them. They were $1 a piece. They were $1 or $2 a piece. I can't remember now, but I bought them both. I mean, I don't know what else to do here. We could do this to their Ballista now, so if they want to activate it, it kills it. They just remove a counter off of it? Play on Ammit Eternal. Ammit's at least going to be big. A little harder for them to kill with Ballista. Ballista takes 4. No. Game 1 was a blowout, but game 2 surprisingly went away. This game 3 so far, it's not felt entirely unwinnable. We are getting flooded though. Pretty bad. Like they have Ballista, but it's like not great. We took out Fatal Push, didn't we? Black Sun Zenith would be cool. Well, I don't know, maybe not. Ammit Eternal's interesting. Go attacking. Let's try to kill Karn here. I don't want them to tutor up anything they might have. Sure. Burning them for 3. We played a land for turn, I guess. Play another Eternal. I mean, they're literally just a top deck away, though, from killing us. They just need the Titan. Which I'm surprised so far they don't have Titan. What are they getting here? Engineered explosives. Explosives on 3, probably. Our poor Eternals. We're doing good. We've drawn 10 of our 22 lands. Yeah, explosives, that's annoying. Probably could have played around it if I knew about it, but I didn't really know about it. There's the Valakut. They're far away from their lands, but they're also like 1 creature away. The one that turns everything into mountains. Not firing off engineer explosives yet. Thoughtseize. Not attack with little Devoted Druid here. Yep, there it is. Force of Vigor, Force of Vigor. Artifacts to payment. Yeah. See where that could be annoying. Not really our strategy here right now. We have somehow hanging in there. What they top deck though? Goes prime time. Nope. No prime time yet. Just gonna suit up Walking Ballista here. Swing for 4. I mean, what are we gonna do, right? Yeah, we're dead. Alright, well. Wasn't awful, but it wasn't great either. I feel like there's power in this deck though, I really do. We just don't have anything for that deck in particular. We had something in the sideboard for him. I'd feel a little better about our life. We did take a game from them, though. That game 3, I feel like we did get a little flooded. Not to say we would have won either way, but I do feel like we were a little flooded there. I'm going to keep this hand. We bottom. Noxious Hatchling and Quillspike goes really good together. I might just bottom the... I don't know what we bottom here. I don't want to bottom the Peatland. I don't want to bottom anything, honestly. I'm going to bottom the Hatchling, unfortunately, because we could Quillspike with Devoted Druid. Basically get like infinite mana. Is that an infinite combo? The weak hand to Thoughtseize. Hope we don't see that. Tap it, untap it, put a counter on it. Tap it for mana, remove a counter. That's an infinite combo. It is, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, am I crazy on thinking that? Remove a counter. Tap to add a counter. Put a counter on it to untap it. Yeah, that's infinite. You can make an infinite size Quillspike. Huh. You learn something new every day. Now let's hope we can untap with Devoted Druid. Play Quillspike. If I can get these 3 cards to live for the next couple turns, which is a big if. Our opponent baiting a counter spell here. Let's try the spider. The reason why is I was kind of hoping to bait maybe something. Maybe we should have just played the Quillspike there. I don't know. Oh, they're going to be a Reanimator deck. Oh no, they're a cookbook deck. Interesting. Faithful Mending, probably getting Azmoran here. If they get Azmoran, we have the win next turn. Oh, please let me untap with Devoted Druid and play Quillspike. Please. There's Azmoran. I'm getting antsy. They get their cookbook in their hand, but they can't activate cookbook right now. Oh my god, my heart's pounding a million miles a minute. Did we accidentally put an infinite combo in this deck right now? Always yes. Always yes. Yes! Oh! Dude, that was completely by accident. I just saw that just this game, and I almost bottomed the spider for the hatchling. Oh! Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Just a random infinite combo in the deck that wasn't even thought of. Ah. I'm in love. Ah. Ugh. That was great. Yeah, I I'm gonna have to. I got a couple things to clip from this stream. Oh, the unintentional infinite combo on turn 4. Oh, once they tapped down to play Azmoran, I got so giddy. All right, what are we sideboarding here? Oh, Nest of Scarabs have been typically really good against that matchup. Thank you. Yes, that was awesome. Oh. Black Sun Zenith is debatable. I don't think I like Black Sun Zenith in this matchup. I think our other spells are more relevant. We can go down a Quillspike. I don't think that's gonna happen again. Let's leave in Quillspike. Screw that. Leave it in. Let's go down a Scarab. Let's go down a Hapatra. Hapatra's weak against them, typically. Channeler, Initiate, or the Spider is typically pretty good for having a big butt. Go down to Hatchling. Let's go down one more Hapatra. No. Yeah. Go down a Spider. Try it like that. I don't know. This deck's really hard to sideboard for. It's really weird. Like, I don't know, like, what to take out, what to leave in. If one of these was a forest, I would keep this, but I think we need to mulligan this. The interesting hand. I'm going to bottom one of the swamps. We'll fetch up land with our Overgrown Tomb. I'd like to try not to play Initiate. Try to get down a Nest of Scarabs. It all just depends on what we draw by turn 2. If we draw like Yawgmoth or something, I might just try to turbo into Yawgmoth. Ammit Eternal. Ammit's interesting. So they are a Reanimator deck. Use a card type. Huh. Protection from sorceries. Flying. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a lot. I'm pretty sure we're dead. I'm really sure we're dead here. Let's play the Initiate. We could ramp into Yawgmoth. This list looks like a lot like a Hapatra EDH deck. What's the CEDH? What's it stand for? I can't remember. I think we're already too late underneath. Yep, we can't win now. All right, let's just go to game 3. We had a good hand, but they're just doing degenerate stuff. We need a piece of graveyard. Competitive EDH. Oh. Has the pacing of legacy vintage games. Easy, Pete's. That seems unnecessary. My commander deck, I don't play very much commander at all. My commander deck is basically just... I'm going to keep this hand. Oh, we have no graveyard hate, though. My commander is basically just a store-bought that I put some random stuff into. EDH, I don't remember what it actually stands for. MTG EDH define. Elder Dragon Highlander. Stands for Elder Dragon Highlander. Yeah, Fear's got it. I just Googled it real quick. I always forget what it actually stands for. Are we dead on turn 2? Like, are they gonna replay something massive here? I've not really seen a Reanimator list running what they're running. Running the Asmoran build. Yep. I have a few casual decks too, but I mostly play competitive. And they got the freaking angel again. I never got into Commander much. I've always really liked Modern. I used to play a bunch of Standard. But I've here recently have just fallen in love with Pauper. I really love Pauper. And I'm still pretty new to Modo. Like, I mean, new is in the sense I've been doing it for a couple months now, but I don't have like a ton of modern stuff yet. Yeah, this build's wacky. Seems good. And not reanimating this turn? That'd be awesome. Funny enough, Persist works with Nest of Scarabs. Thing. Sure. They have the priest, so we need to kill this priest next turn. We can easily. Quillspike? Quillspike's a way we can race. I hate leaving up. I mean, we gotta kill this thing. We technically have the kill next turn with Quillspike if they don't have a block. So, we could see what they do here. I think they have Fatal Push. Pauper is legit. I'm a huge fan of Cycle Storm. Oh, so I guess it's not going to work like I thought it would. Yeah, Pauper's been awesome. I really love the Jund Wildfire deck, and there's a mono black sack deck I've been really in love with. Probably going to Abrupt Decay this Underworld Cookbook. Sucks I had Bone Shards that turn. Could Noxious Hatchling, though, or Ammit Eternal. I think regardless of what we're doing, we're Abrupt Decaying the Cookbook here. I'm going to throw down the Ammit Eternal here. I usually play combo decks in most formats. Before all my modern decks were banned, I played KCI, Urza's, Add Dice Factory. Now I just observe modern. Yeah, the KCI deck was super wicked a few years ago. I've always been graveyard strategy-ish. Always been like the dredge, big time dredge player. Always wanted to play Living In, but never have. I have a casual-ish Asmoran deck I put together for tabletop. But yeah, I just... Oh, they have the Persist. Gross. You have to stop playing with just OP decks. Yeah, really. But yeah, Pauper's been awesome. I've been really liking Pauper. Quit licking. Adele keeps licking his paws. I'm trying to get him to stop, but he like digs at him. Textures. Protections from creatures. Use the card type. You increase. So I can't win with this card, right? I just lose. We don't have anything to kill it either. All right. I just like WS. What can I say? I just like wins. All right, let's do one more. Let's try not to play something so degenerate. We did take a game from him with infinite combos. We're going to play one more. With our Quillspike deck. Dude, I feel like, honestly, I feel like the power is here. I feel like we're having trouble more or less not having answers to their decks in the sideboard. Or getting mana screwed against a I'm gonna keep this hand. Against a whatchamacallit deck. Land destruction. Catacombs v Catacombs, eh? Is this the mirror? That nobody ever playing this deck? I mean, if we're not gonna shock it in, we grab over. I think I like just slow rolling the initiate here. Go for Nest of Scarabs next turn. I mean, if they have a land a land thing way to deal with it. Oh, I don't expect that. Lim, puppy time. Come here. Thank you, Prison Freckles. Gaming puppy time. Ow. Punched in the face. Yeah, he's a boy. You gotta quit digging your paws. Alright. Say hi. Saying hi. Love you, buddy. So it might be worth next turn to play play the Spooter. Maybe start burning them. I don't know. Ow. 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 Okay, you're crushing me. Okay, that's actually a good play right here. Do the Channeler Initiate. Target herself. Make a bajillion critters here. Devoted Druid. Good boy. That's a good boy. Our opponent has target creature? What are you targeting? Devoted Druid. Yeah, pretty good. Abundant Growth. We do have Abrupt Decay. They have stuff like Sterling Grove, you know? This is playing against this deck is 100% going to keep in 1000% going to keep in whatchamacallit? The things and stuff and things. The infinite combo. Definitely going to keep that in. Abrupt Decay comes in. Thoughtseize comes in. Probably about it. Yeah, that's probably about it. Abrupt Decay and Thoughtseize. Actually, probably Break the Ice, too. Since they have all the snow-covered lands. Probably bring in Break the Ice. It actually might be a good matchup for that card. Because we could pop there once. It's got the stuff on it. My guess is they're going to get... I don't know what they're going to get here, honestly. So yeah, we got actually quite a bit of stuff coming in. We can get rid of, like, Fatal Push. We can get rid of... to get the Solitary Confinement. Can't imagine... Oh, they have another On Thin Ice. Takes one of the Spooters. We can get rid of Fatal Push, probably get rid of Black Sun Zenith. Get something good here. Not something good. Back with everybody. They don't have an Enchantress effect yet. They just have all the removal spells. Or say, why would you play that instead of Journey to Nowhere? But I guess it takes Planeswalker. Wait, what does Journey do? Doesn't Journey take stuff? Target creature. Okay. No. It took my other Spooter that bad about. Yeah, not a relevant card. They're down to 6. They're just, I think they're looking for an Enchantress effect like that. Next thing it goes on the stack, though, we're pushing it. Can disrupt their solitary confinement. Feels good. They only have 2 cards in hand. Interesting. Prevent all damage. Hmm. Gross. So they're going to get to bring back Syphilis. I think we're going to fire up Black Sun Zenith here. It's going to kill our Quillspike more than likely. But we gotta stop them from growing. So 2, maybe not. Remove a -1/-1 counter from creature you control. We could save Quillspike. I gotta look. I gotta think here. So if we Black Sun Zenith for 2, that's 4 mana. Let's just fetch now. Black Sun Zenith for 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can save Quillspike. They scoop it up. All right. That is weirdly the turn where that would be pretty relevant. We can go down a Nest here. Go down a Hatchling here. Go down 2 Ammit Eternals. I don't like that. I think our opponent knew that they were pretty much dead. Oh, this is a great hand if we had more land. How many times has that been said in Magic's history? This is not a bad hand. Yawgmoth can kind of deal with stuff. Let's bottom Initiate here. I mean, on the ice is annoying, but we gonna do? We get another Devoted Druid. I'd really like one of those break the ice. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? If we can stick a Yawgmoth, we could possibly get it. Grasping Dunes is not the best draw. Like, please, nothing. Thanked him. Sure. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 mana this turn. Pay a life, sacrifice another creature. So Yawgmoth isn't going to kill this. This thing needs to die. So I'm actually going to just Abrupt Decay this. And then play another Devoted Druid. Like I said, I'd really like to top deck a Break the Ice. That'd be sweet. Enchantress Presence. Ooh, gross. All Forest. Lead on this. Let's cycle the Peatlands. Oh, good draw. 1, 2, 2. We can't. We tapped wrong, didn't we? Dang it. Yes. That was my bad. I didn't think that through. We didn't have enough black source. Yep. Well, we saving on thin ice for Yawgmoth. Like there's that, I guess. Would really love a one of those break the ice cards now. Another on thin ice. Wow. We get to save our Yawgmoth a little bit though. That was a punt on my end. That's for sure. Abundance growth. If we top deck that on thin ice, we really get to punish them, which is awesome. There's 2 of them in the deck. They have all the mana they could want. We get a Thoughtseize. I'm going to Thoughtseize them. Wow. A lot of good stuff. Prismatic Ending. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, your creatures you control have Flying and Vigilance when you cast a spell. Spirit. So we're pretty dead here. It's pretty safe to say we're dead here. Yeah. Yep. It's worth noting they can only make green white. The prismatic ending's not that great here. It's Hollowed Haunting or Sigil of Empty Thrones. And it really doesn't matter. This Aurora Mancer is annoying. I don't know. I don't know. Channeler Initiate. Dang. We have a way to dig ourselves out of this, but it's literally break the ice or nothing. We really need break the ice to get back Hapatra. Hapatra is the way we dig ourselves out of this hole. Because Hapatra allows us to keep digging with the Yawgmoth for answers. There's the solitary confinement. They're not set up super well to just ignore solitary confinement. They are set up pretty nicely. 2, 3. They have 3 mana right now. 4. They have 4 mana right now. Yeah, I don't think we're in a great spot. I think we're in a great spot for a game 3. Prismatic Ending. Another Channeler Initiate. Great. Yeah, figured Sterling Grove. So if we get a break the ice, it's actually pretty debatable if we take the snow covered forest with all the Utopia sprawls, or if we take the on the thin ice. Try to get creatures back. We draw Hapatra. Um it doesn't matter. We're only going to get a snake anyway. Did not want to do that. Come on. Ammit Eternal? Really? Alright. I guess we didn't have to. We could have just sacked the snake token. A lot of bad draws there. Utopia Sprawl. Yeah. Oh, that's... What up is it? Is it an instant or sorcery? Doesn't matter. Comes Sigil down. Now what's he got? Another Utopia Sprawl. Damn. Here's the nice thing. Quit drawing lands. Abrupt Decay is interesting. Kinda, not really. Did not have played that land. My bad. Let's pay life. Obelisk Spider. They're in a bad spot with Solitary Confinement. There's a Roarmancer. We get down Obelisk Spider. We can just roll through our deck. I didn't think of that. What'd they get back? Sterling Grove. They got back Sterling Grove. Don't kill our Yawgmoth. Sure. They're all tapped down. Now we just go infinite. Right? Yeah, I think GG. Yeah, I think we got there. Pay a life. Pay a life. They gotta realize this is infinite, right? So I've not seen one freaking... Don't misclick. True. So I've not seen one freaking break the ice or whatever. The land destruction card. Happened there. Did I misclick? Hey, we got there. Alright. We got there against Enchantress in a very fun way. So let's talk about the Wither Spike deck. I think this deck is sweet. I really like this deck. I think it's really fun. We won against the Aristocrat deck, and we won against Enchantress. And we won both of those games very grindy ways. And I feel like this deck is going to grind very, very well. There is, incidentally, some random infinite combos in this deck. Quillspike with Devoted Druid is an infinite combo on its own. So you could attack for Quillspike for game. Also, if you have Quillspike with Hapatra, Nest of Scarabs, infinite tokens, Quillspike, Devoted Druid, Obelisk, infinite burn. So a lot of combos right here. Also, Yawgmoth with Hapatra, Nest of Scarabs, or Obelisk Spider is an infinite combo in and of its own. The games we lost, the 4 games we lost against the Asmoran Reanimator deck, which I feel like if we got rid of Relic and Spellbombs, put in Leyline of the Voids, would have been different. I think Leyline of the Void needs to be in the sideboard, not the Relics and Spellbombs. This deck is incredibly weak against graveyard strategies. I played another Wither build that just got creamed by Living End. I think our deck's trying to be grindy, and I think Leyline of the Void is just going to help a lot more than these cards would. We lost to Amulet Titan, which feels like a pretty bad matchup. We did take a game from them. Not every card is legal here, obviously. We can find some ideas. They also explain some combos in the premiere. Okay, I'll have to take a look of it. I have to take off. Have a good stream. Hey, yeah, thanks, Fear, for hanging out and commenting. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day and weekend. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, the Amulet deck. Game 3, I do feel like we got a little flooded. I just don't think Amulet's it's super favored, but I would try it out more, see if there's more things to bring in for the graveyard. So that was 2. We lost against the land destruction deck after being mana screwed both games. So, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do against that matchup? I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing that matchup again where you didn't get mana screwed. I mean, any deck that gets mana screwed against a land destruction deck is going to lose anyway. So, and then what was the third one we lost against? There was a third one we lost against, and I don't remember what it was. Does anybody remember what we lost against? Reanimator. We lost against Amulet Titan. We lost against Land Destruction. Oh, the Crashing Footfalls deck. Void Mirror, maybe? I don't know what we could have done to prepare ourselves for that deck. That deck just reamed us, and it felt like the Nutso draw too. I just don't feel like we had anything against that deck. I don't feel like we stood remotely a chance. That deck seemed really good. So maybe Void Mirrors, and I definitely think Leyline of the Void needs to be in this deck for sideboard. Other than that, this deck felt good. So we ended up with a record today, 2-4, but that's not the takeaway. The takeaway is that the deck felt strong. Like, it felt like there's a lot going on, and I feel like this deck can really grind. If you get a Nest of Scarabs stuck, Nest of Scarabs have proven these past couple streams playing it that it is a powerful card. Nest of Scarabs is very good. Channeler Initiate was pretty decent. It's definitely a good option for mana ramp in this kind of deck. It's pretty decent. Ammit Eternal felt good. This felt like a good card. It triggered not a bunch with Hapatra and Nest of Scarabs, but being a 5/5 that can lightning bolt them if they block it. It's a big creature on its own, but then it also can be a lightning bolt. But there was times where I felt like it was kind of weak in that matchup. So it does feel a little situational. Channeler Initiate felt good. That card was explosive if you had Nest of Scarabs on the field. Yeah, if you had Nest, Channeler Initiate just popped off. A 2-drop that created 3 bodies and it. You could also target elsewhere to put the counters on if you didn't want to ramp. So it could be a 2-drop 3/4. That if you had Nest of Scarabs or Hapatra expanded your board as well. So very good. Obelisk Spider has always seemed good. Yawgmoth has been powerful. Noxious Hatchling didn't come into play a ton. Didn't come into play a bunch, but felt incredibly strong when we did play it. It would pop off with Nest of Scarabs and Hapatra. It worked really well if you played Quillspike or any of our dual-colored creatures. It became a big creature really fast. We got a hilarious Wither kill with it. It does have Wither, so it can also keep triggering Nest of Scarabs and Hapatra. So, duly worth noted here. It just felt like a really strong bomb card for a 4-drop. We played last time, we played this Soul Snuffers, which felt good. Honestly, I think this Noxious Hatchling was better. Like I said, it just felt really good when we did get to play it. But I don't think it's a 3 of. I feel like this card's probably a 2 of. Maybe go up a 3rd Fatal Push. I feel like we can activate Fatal Push really easily in this deck so far. So I feel like that's probably the case, is to go down a Noxious Hatchling, bring up a Fatal Push. I'm actually going to do that right now while I'm thinking of it. That just feels like that's right. Because I don't think you want to play this too often. Black Sun Zenith actually felt like one of the weaker cards in this deck. Black Sun Zenith has felt really strong in the other builds. This one, not so much. I think it's because you're not really wanting to counter on yourself here. We also didn't come across very many games where Black Sun Zenith felt really strong. Black Sun Zenith might be in this deck more of a sideboard piece than a main deck piece, just because of the fact that it was a little bit more situational today. And I don't feel like it's as strong in this matchup. We actually had one game where we played Quillspike. We had Black Sun Zenith in hand, and we could have saved Quillspike, but I really didn't want to cast Black Sun Zenith with Quillspike on the board. And let's talk about Quillspike, the critter that this deck was kind of made around, or at least was the idea of. My buddy Adam found this card and sent it to me to try it out. Was awesome. This card was sweet. It didn't come into play that much, but I feel like it was one of those things that if it came out into play, it was probably game over. It works really well, really efficiently with like Devoted Druid, really efficiently with like Channeler Initiate. Works really well to remove stuff off of Noxious Hatchling. It works really well with Yawgmoth. It just works really well. It can be a very big creature to hit in really quickly. It just felt good. Now I don't know if it's like the best card in the deck, but it's a nice little gotcha card, and it does increase our random infinite combos in this deck. We got the Quillspike, Devoted Druid, Obelisk Spider kill, where we just went infinite. I think it was Obelisk Spider, right? We went infinite with it. That's the important part. So yeah, pretty awesome here. The sideboard, yeah, I wish we would have saw Break the Ice that last game. Break the Ice, I feel like is decent. It would feel really good against Hammer Time. It feels like it would be good against Thran and that last matchup. We just didn't end up seeing it. These need to be Leyline of the Voids, full-heartedly. These don't need to be these. These need to be Leylines. Thoughtseize has been good. Abrupt Decay has been good. Weather the Storm, we could probably go down 1. I've not seen it very much. And Veil is debatable on how good it actually is. So yeah, that would be what I would change about this deck. Also, these Peatlands are nice. We took a lot of damage from them. Seems like we draw them all the time to have just for our regular mana. But yeah, we went 2-4, which is not a winning record. But I still feel like there's a lot of power to this deck, and I would definitely play this build again at some point, more than likely. But next time I go to play Modern, we have this fun Scorpion God build that I'm going to try out. We'll see how good it is. I don't know. It's kind of trying to be built around more of a control-ish deck with Scorpion God. We'll see. We'll see how this is. I don't know. But I feel like we're kind of seeing what cards are really good powerhouse cards for this deck. for these kind of builds, and we'll see how these cards are. We've got a couple more builds I want to try out of these witherish -1/-1 counter Nest of Scarab kind of decks. So we'll see how it goes. So tomorrow I'll be drafting some Crimson Vow on Magic Arena because I have points on there. I'm going to use them. So hopefully you guys will check in tomorrow as I do some drafting. Sunday I'll be doing maybe finishing up Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Yes, I hear you, pup. I hear you. Some Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. And then next week I'm going to just start streaming Magic Monday through Fridays.